My name is SINAZO. I'm a second year student from the University of Western Cape. This is my story about environmental challenges. Our topic is about wetlands in Africa. Wetlands are a critical part of our natural environment. They protect our shores from wave actions, reduce impacts of floods, absorb pollutants, and improve water quality. They provide habitat for animals and plants, and many contain a wide diversity of life, supporting plants and animals that are found nowhere else. Wetlands are protected by international treaty Ramsar. According to Ramsar, wetlands are areas of marshland, peatland or water, whether natural or artificial, permanent or temporary, with water that is static or flowing, fresh, brackish or salt. Includes areas of marine water the depth of which the low tide does not exceed 6 meters. For an example, St. Lucia in Durban is a Ramsar recognized site of Ramsar conservation on wetland international importance recognized such as wetlands and work to conserve them. South Africa has 12 sites recognized by Ramsar, including Qarbon on the west coast, Qarbon in the Gauteng, and the Wetlands in Cape. Wetlands are important because wetlands prevent flooding by holding water much like a sponge. By doing so, wetlands keep rivers levels normal and filter and purify the surface water. Wetlands benefit humans, habitat species, especially endangered species, and economically through tourism, fish, and wildlife. Wetlands are important because of erosion control. The plants of wetlands, which are immigrants, are plants that are firmly rooted in the muddy bottom, with stalks that rise high above the water surface, are able to radically slow the flow of water after flowing has occurred or at deltas of the rivers. As a result, they counter the erosion forces of moving water along the lakes and rivers and in rolling agricultural land surfaces. Erosion control efforts in aquatic areas often include the planting of wetlands plants. Another importance of wetlands is water purification. It is when wetlands can clean the water by filtering out sedimentation, decomposition, vegetative matter, and converting chemicals into usable form. The ability of wetlands to recycle nutrients make them critical in the overall functioning of the earth. No other ecosystem is as productive nor as unique in this conversion process. In some places, artificial wetlands were developed solely for the purpose of water purification. Wetlands are filters where sediments and nutrients accumulate. So many plants grow there, like forages, grasses, reeds, water lilies, sedges, and trees. The plants in turn provide food and place for attachments and shelters for many creatures. There is so many life hectares per hectare in a healthy wetland than in almost any other habitat. These productive places support huge numbers of insects, fish, birds, and any other animals. Some animals are completely dependent on wetlands, whilst others use wetlands for any part of their life. The wetland crane, for example, is dependent on wetlands for breeding. A rich diversity of water birds in southern Africa, which totaling 230 species, is possibly because of many wetlands spread across the subcontinent. The wetlands of southern Africa are international importance as they are the southern destination for many migratory wading birds. Wetlands have been used for centuries as a grazing for domestic stock and the source of weeds used for thatching, hunt, construction, and pasture breeding. They are providing fishing, hunting, and opportunity to observe wildlife, especially birds. Wetlands are appreciated for their beauty as open spaces and also for their educational value. Wetlands supply humans with clean natural water. Wetlands are among the most threatened aquatic habitats in South Africa, and it is estimated up to 50% of wetlands may have been lost countrywide. It may impact into water scarcity for the communities dependent on these wetlands. Did you know? In KwaZulu-Natal, 58% of the wetlands associated with the Mfolozi River catchment has disappeared as a result of siltation caused by erosion and overgrazing lands. Wetlands are polluted because to most people words such as marsh, swamp, bog and clay conjure up to little more than the 4 Ds: dampness, disease, difficulty, and danger. Because of this, wetlands have been seen as wasteland to be converting to alternative uses such as cropland dams, plantation of exotic trees, waste disposal sites, and pastures. Many wetlands have been reclaimed for industry and construction of airports, harbors, and sewage treatment plants. Historically, wetlands have been drained in attempt to control malaria. The causes of wetland pollutions are sanitary landforms, invasive species, mosquito control program, industry, agriculture, toxic compounds, grazing, mining, and many more other pollutions. Global climate change is also taking its toll on wetlands. Floods, droughts, and other extreme weather events will alter water flows, leading to more pollutants runoff and lower water quality. Stronger tropical cyclones and storms threaten to damage the coastal wetlands such as those in KwaZulu-Natal and in the Cape. In drought conditions, it can also reduce water level and wetlands may become dry. Another effect of pollution on wetlands is urban migration, where many migrants move to the city for better living, and they build informal settlements near the wetlands and they dump waste on the wetlands. Road and bridge construction may be a problem as well because road and bridge construction activities can increase sediment loading on wetlands. Wetland restoration is the problem to the answer. Wetland restoration is an essential tool in the campaign to protect, improve, and increase wetlands. Wetlands that have been filled and drained return to their characteristic soil and hydrology, allowing the natural functions to be reclaimed. Restoration is a complex process that requires planning, implementation, monitoring, and management. It involves renewable, natural, and historical wetlands that have been lost or degraded and reclaiming their functions and values in vital ecosystems. Restoring lost and degraded wetlands, their natural sites, is essential to ensure the health of the watershed of a specific wetland. This is a restored wetland. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will appreciate and observe wetlands.